Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for Serpent X Tech, and in this video, we're going to take a look at the Jingle Mining Remote Monitoring software that allows their end users to see their miners in real time, supporting everything from the Solo Lite 1.2 terahash, the Pro, and pretty much everything in their lineup except for the BTC Solo Mini that's not supported. But you can see your miners in real time as long as you have an internet connection through the remote monitoring tool. You do have to sign up via the Jingle Mining website, but I just want to go through the steps with you, talk about some alternatives, as well as what is solo miners and what are the chances of you hitting a Bitcoin block. Now, the links are going to be down in the description, but they call it or abbreviate it the JM Remote Monitor, Jingle Mining Remote Monitor. Recently came out. You will have to create an account. Like if we go to sign in here, you will see that we have to sign in with a username and password. You can use Google or whatever. Now, you don't have to do it in order to access the flasher. The flasher is just right here, but you will need your physical device. So if you're out remotely, you won't be able to. Because if we go to my miner, you can see that I'm missing an option over here on the left-hand side if I get out of your way. There's an option here for remote monitor that's not showing up. So that means I need to update my miner. But again, this will allow you to see all your devices collected in one space, right? So total hash rate, active devices, so on and so forth. You can see in this picture, they have the BTC hash card, which stay tuned to the channel. We might be able to get a review for you on that, still working with the vendor. But it's very easy to bind or to add your miner once you have the UID. Now, I'm not going to show you the UID, but we do need to update the firmware on my miner. So I'm going to go grab that now. Then we're going to create an account. You can use your username, email, password, or use your Google, whichever you prefer. I know some of my privacy advocates try not to do that and use a third-party email. And yes, locally, we can see our miner. So if I go to the Swarm on either the Jingle Miner or the Axe OS, I can see my Jingle Miner in here, along with my Gamma X, which all of these are 1.2 terahash versions, except for the Nerd QX 5.5 overclocked. Showed you how to overclock some of these miners using Python or using my buddy Retro Mike script on the channel. If you're new to that, check that out. Some of these miners are outdated, including the Jingle Miner. We're going to be focusing on the Jingle Miner, but the point is that locally we can see the devices, their power draw, as you can see right here, their temps, and their uptime, best difficulty. We can even see some of this information at the pool level, but we won't be able to see it off the network unless we do some trickery. And Jingle Mining just makes it very easy to do so as long as you have an account with them and sign in via their website. So let me go grab the miner so we can update it, because right now we do not see this option right here on the left hand side. Remote monitor is not an option on my Jingle Miner. So let me go grab that right now, and let's do a quick update via the website flasher. And if you haven't seen this review on my channel, here is the Jingle Miner. And you can see here, we have a Type-C connection and a barrel plug and then your Wi-Fi adapter. And we just need to connect this. Even though I don't have the power output, we should be able to flash this with just the Type-C on the side. So I'm going to grab my Type-C connection connected to my computer and switch over to the web flasher to actually update this device. I see power. The screen is coming on. So we're going to click connect now. It's detected on COM port 4. Let me move out of your way real quick. Let's try it again. There we go. COM port 4, connect. And there it goes. So it's detecting Jingle Miner. This is the Solo Lite 1.2 terahash. And we always want to get the latest firmware. I forgot what firmware this was. Yeah, so this is 1.0.1C. And the flasher's latest, so I am way out of date. So we're going to choose 1.12. Jesus, I can't speak today. And hit start flashing. It's just that simple. And then we can plug this back in, connect to it, and that remote monitoring option should be there on the miner. But let me give it a quick dusting because it does need it, and I will bring you right back. And you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, the flashing progress. You don't really want to lose connection, or your Type-C cable, if it's bad, don't use it. You want to make sure you have a solid connection to your computer so it doesn't break in the flashing process, because it can be a bear to try to recover it. Sometimes it's very easy as reflashing it, but just try again. If yours errors out, or your USB-C cable goes out, or USB hub goes out, or your port goes bad, whatever the variables are, because there's too many out there, I would just say just try again to reflash your device. with the latest and greatest firmware from Jingle Miner. And I wonder, Jingle Mining was the original company I've been working with, but their brand is Jingle Miner. I wonder if it's a offshoot, like two separate brands now, two separate companies. I have to ask them about that. But I do love their little miners. They're pretty cool. And this metal box actually helps out with performance as far as thermal. So now we're restarting the device. I see the screen lighting up and device reconnected successfully. So I'm going to go plug this back in and try to connect to it via the network. I wonder if I have to reset up everything all over again, more than likely. Let me go ahead and knock that out first. Check out my video on how to do that during the initial setup. And I'll bring you back once everything is reconfigured and we can connect. Sure enough, as anticipated, I got to reset up everything. Network, my miner, what pool I'm mining to, everything. Again, check out my initial review of the Jingle Miner Solo Lite, and you will go through this whole process. No need to bore you because we need to get to the remote monitoring aspect. All right, we're back up and running, and now we need to go remote monitor. Again, don't want to share my UID, but you need to sign in with your account. So get signed in however you sign up, whichever you prefer, and then we need to go get the UID from the miner itself. And you can see the differences between the old dashboard and the new dashboard, right? Some subtle differences. We had dashboard swarm settings, influx database, system, and now pool and settings are separated, remote monitors in there, and network is separated instead of all being under settings. So sign in first, and then let's go get the UID. In the remote monitoring section, you will have a QR code hidden behind this chat window that I hid because I don't want you to bind my device. But you can see over here on the left-hand side, you got the device UID, which will be presented, and then the device secret. I have it redacted for my security, but that's what you're going to need to enter when you go into your account. When you first log in, you're just going to be presented with the products and stuff like that. You just need to go up to your profile in the top right and click on My Miners. And then once that loads, add miner. And then that's where you're going to put in your device UID and secret, and then click bind device. So that's how you add a device to the remote monitoring tool. Just that easy. Just the hard part is making sure your devices are up to date with the latest firmware. So let me go ahead and put that in now. And now we can compare what we're seeing locally, directly connected to our device, against what we see on the dashboard. I have again redacted my UID for my protection, but you can see here BTC Solo Lite. We can see some performance numbers, shares accepted, rejected shares, best difficulty. The power draw, 25.67 watts. Chip temp is a little bit high, so that means when I cleaned it, I probably, that's something I had when I first got the device, is I grabbed it by the fan, probably took some of that mounting pressure off, so I need to adjust that or fix that because it's very cold out here. You can see the fan speed at 100, RPMs at max, VRM temperatures, or yeah, it should be VRM temperatures, about 70 degrees Celsius, so running a lot warmer than I want, so I need to make some adjustments. Your user, like your pool user, like your Bitcoin address, as well as the pool you're on and the port, so on and so forth, and then the chip, which is the BM1370. This is a Bitmain chip, firmware, and then your local IP. That is not your public IP, that is a local IP, so you can manage it locally. But when you have a lot of these guys, a tool like this comes in handy. Again, there are alternative routes. For example, again, I can manage my swarm via the AXOS, but I need to be able to log in locally. How do you do something like that? The alternative is to have a VPN that connects to your router, like OpenVPN or a number of others that you guys can put in the comments. And then once you're connected to your local VPN through your router and passing through internet, then you can log in and manage your devices and just go to the IP like you normally would. However, some people may not know how to set that up. So Jingle Mining and the Jingle Miner team have made it a convenient tool, remote monitoring tool, that allows you to do just that, to remotely monitor your swarm, your Jingle Miners, from their online dashboard that is accessible as long as you have an internet connection. You let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to check out the hash card. If it does come, I'm not 100% confirmed, but I will get you a review out as soon as that. Let me know your thoughts about the Jingle Miner remote monitoring software down in the comment section below. The longest part was basically getting the miner updated. and you need to do better than myself about updating your miners and making sure they're on the latest firmware. I've been on hiatus, been dealing with some family stuff, so I appreciate your patience. You notice I haven't been making as much content, but I wanted to get this video out to you because I thought this remote monitor was pretty cool. Anytime I bump into cool tech, cool apps, cool blockchain / crypto related, or just tech enthusiast related items, I always want to make a video on it, and I want to hear from you. What do you think of the Jingle Miner remote monitor? And will you use it? And how many Jingle Miners do you have? Do you love the Jingle Miners? Which are your models? Let me know down in the comment section below. But that's going to do it for today's video. So do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like button. Make sure to get subscribed. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date. As well as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. See ya.